Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Will. Today on the show, we have Mr. Gabe Kling, a former world-class surfer. Let's get this show started. So, hey, Mr. Gabe, how are you?
Great, Will. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Good. I just got these questions here. Let's roll through them. Okay, so how did you get into surfing?
So, how old are you? You're like 15 now?
No, I'm still 9.
Okay.
I know it's...
When I was I think I was like 4 or 5, my older brother actually taught me how to surf, and he pushed me into a few waves, and really I've been surfing as long as I can remember. But we lived on the pretty close to the beach. Well, basically on the beach, and my parents didn't surf, so my brother is 8 years older than me, and he was one that pushed me into my first waves and really helped me learn how to surf.
Cool. Is it true that you used to compete in about 22 surfing competitions every year?
Yeah, for quite a few years. I was doing, basically they have a 1 week long waiting period, and I would surf, 20 plus, close to 22, 23, depending on the year, surf contests through the year. So it was and we would travel in between. So it was a lot of traveling and a lot of surfing and a lot of fun as well. But, it was just a lot.
Yeah, that's really cool. What is your favorite part about surfing?
There's so many things I like about it. I love about it. And I think one of the just really being on the ocean. I always feel happier after I surf. And I think, just the salt air, and, that's kind of the short answer. The long answer is, getting barreled. If, if you haven't gotten barreled yet, you'll get there one day. And it's the coolest thing ever. It's the coolest feeling ever. And, that's kind of why I, love, one of the reasons why I love surfing. And it's, probably one of the reasons all surfers keep coming back and, trying to get a better barrel each time. And, that's probably the most fun that you can have on a surfboard.
Cool. That's really cool. Can you tell us all a little bit more about you?
Yeah. I was born and raised in St. Augustine, and I, moved to California for a few years after I graduated from high school, and I traveled and surfed professionally for, close to 15 years. And surfed, as we were talking about, surfed a lot of contests, got to travel all over the world, and, really kind of took a, career path that I had always dreamed about doing, being a professional surfer, and actually was able to do it. And, it was amazing. Now I'm back here in St. Augustine, and I have 3 boys, and we live at 2 blocks from the beach, and I'm taking them surfing all the time, and working and selling real estate.
Cool. Where is your favorite place to surf?
Where is my favorite place to surf? So because I'm not traveling as much, probably right now, my favorite place is, here in town would be Volano Beach on the north side of the inlet. But in the world, is that what you're asking?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's, I get that question a lot, and I really like kind of anywhere new. That's kind of the adventure, and surfing a place for the first time is probably my favorite favorite thing. You know, so it's hard to say what my favorite wave is. But if I had to name a few, I would, I'd say lower trestles is like a perfect wave in Southern California, and that's definitely on the top, or near the top of my list of waves.
Cool. What does it feel like to ride a wave?
Well, Will, I know you know what it feels like because you've surfed.
Yes, I do, but our audience probably doesn't.
Yeah. So if you haven't surfed, it's really hard to describe the feeling.
Yeah.
But it's like nothing else. It's sort of when you see the dogs with their head out the window in the car, it's kind of like that.
Cool. So, do you remember exactly what age you started surfing?
I don't. I've kind of been surfing as long as I can remember, and
Cool.
I do remember. I think I was probably like 4, and I have photos of me surfing around then, and I have a few memories from then. I don't remember like my very first wave, but I think well, I remember the board that we rode. It was this huge red longboard, and I could never pick it up or really do anything except for just stand up when somebody else pushed me into a wave on it.
That's cool. I know a lot of people know you as a pro surfing legend, but what really do you do now?
So nowadays I'm working for Endless Summer Realty, and showing homes and showing property, trying to help people find their new homes or sell homes.
That's really cool, and I think that's all the questions I have. So that's a wrap on episode 3 of Will Talks, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to be interviewed, post your name and why you should be interviewed in the comments below. See you next time. Bye!